You don't wonder why do people fall in love? It could be for the game or pleasure, I don't know. But when it comes to lust, yeah, that's for sure. With you and I can't do these things around. Girl, now you're the one that makes me smile, and it's true.
Hello everybody, this is one of our brand new weekly radio show here on Diversity Radio Island, your very first multicultural radio station dedicated to migrant people resident here in the Republic of Ireland. My name is Carol Azams, introducing the African Angle radio show on Diversity Radio Island. I am the host of this new show, and I'll be bringing you new and exciting and insightful topics each and every week about the African continent and also about Africans living here in Ireland. And I hope that you stay with us each and every time. Also, please feel free to call us or write to us if you too would like to be on the show. Contact details are on our website at www.diversitytvisland.com. My guest on the show today is an 11-year-old fashion designer. She has her own clothing line called House of Maya. She is an African, Irish. Her mom is Irish. Her dad is a Nigerian. So, Maya, how are you today?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show. Also sitting beside her is mom.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, you're welcome to the show as well. Your dad is Nigerian. It means that you come from two different cultures.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Nigeria?
No, not yet.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, do you have a Nigerian name?
Yeah, it's Ibele.
I know that I've already mentioned your name, but maybe you can tell us a bit more about yourself.
So my name is Maya. I'm 11 years old and I've been designing for 1 year now. I started designing when I was 10, but I basically got designed in my little top model books, and then I got one of my designs made and I wore them to one of my first shows, which I won.
Do you get some inspiration from African fabrics?
Yeah, I got a lot of my inspiration from nature actually, like flowers and trees and water and
colors maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're only 11 years old now, at age 11, and you're showing your House of Maya clothing line at various fashion shows here in Ireland and also in the UK. Tell us more about some of these shows.
Okay, well, the first show I went to was A2 Fashion Show, and that was basically like a kind of small pageant for children, but I was showcasing in like the teenager section since I had.
I'm not sure if you wanted to talk about the shows that she's done
of course, all the shows that she's done in the past, the ones that are coming, new opportunities. Feel free to share all of them.
Well, I have a show next Tuesday actually. I'm going to DIT Fashion Show. Then we have Cradle.
Yeah.
And we also have a fusion fashion show
and Life Meets Fashion Festival of Fusion.
And I'm then going to Manchester Fashion Week, and I'm going to London for an award.
So basically, in the space of one small year, Maya started off we should also probably mention as well that the very first fashion show that she was in, that the woman who runs that show, it was called Face of Fashion. And that was run by Angela Silva, who has been a great supporter of Maya since she began. And also she was made Face of Afro Fashion and won African Fashion Designer Ireland in 2014. And that was with African Diaspora. So also who
was that here in Ireland?
Here in Ireland.
Okay.
But since then, Maya she'll showcase this weekend in the Radisson Blu, and that is the Festival of Fusion. And then she'll be in DIT, as she said, but she'll be the youngest designer ever to be in DIT because that's a competition for students.
Are you talking about the DIT fashion show?
The DIT fashion show. And that will be on Tuesday. And then there's the show in Maynooth on the 30th of this month in Maynooth College, and that's Life Meets Fashion, which is also quite a big show. So in those shows, I suppose she's been lucky that she shared the catwalk with designers like Claire Garvey and other designers like that, who you know are very inspirational in their own way, and a lot of other African designers actually, and people like Kathleen Amazonas and that from Brazil. So she gets to meet an awful lot of designers from different cultures who are actually here working in Ireland and doing a lot in the community here.
Wow. Maya,
Yeah?
I suppose you go to school as well, right?
Yeah.
How do you combine the two things?
Oh, well, that's easy because basically all the shows are normally on weekends, and ones that aren't on weekends, I go to school and then I might come out early so I don't miss school.
So you don't miss school, so you're able to walk between your homework and your designing as well.
Yeah.
You have your own model that you work with,
And yeah, we have a team of models. Should I say their names?
if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a girl called Maxuda. We have Maxuda Agatar.
Yeah, and she's been Miss Ireland, Miss Earth, Miss.
Really?
She's a absolutely amazing person. She's really amazing. She's from I think Pakistan originally, and she
Okay.
does an awful lot in the community here.
And these are some of your models.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's some of
you're
the
going
people-
places, I can say.
Yeah. There's some of the people who modelled for Maya in her very first shows, and they continue to support her. There's another girl, Olga,
Yeah.
and Olga was in Top Model UK last year. I think she came second or something, but she also holds several sort of accolades here. And Michelle from...
I can see that you have a good team
Yeah.
of models that you work with.
Yeah.
All right, that is good. And Mom, I'm going to come to you this time directly. I know that Maya has said a few things about herself. I just want to know, I mean, how did it all start? Did she just wake up one morning and say, Mom, this is what I want to do?
No, it kind of happened a little bit by accident. Maya has always been a very, very, very focused young girl, and also very creative. It's one of the things that she does really well at in school, as well as, you know, she's just one of those people who is focused, I guess. But she's always been drawing her own designs. And then someone sent us a link one day, you know, for her to enter a competition, which she did wearing one of her own designs, and she won. And from then, it's just gone from strength to strength. And like that, she started off doing some of the smaller shows, and with support, and I actually learned how to sew because of Maya, because we sew our own clothes now, and Maya sews some and I sew some, and we work together to try, if she does her design, then we work together to try and make the design exactly as she wants it.
Wow.
But it's all it's
So
very,
you're kind of a mom and daughter team as well, in a way.
Oh, in a way,
Yeah.
but only in the respect that if Maya has difficulty with something, then I try and help her with that. But we both are sort of grasping in the dark a lot of the time, because we're learning as we go. And then again, Maya has picked up a few really nice mentors. You know, one guy, Samson Ogonje, who works with, he's the editor of Flawless magazine,
And
Sarah Igata,
Igata.
who is the director of Maynooth, the Maynooth fashion show, Life Meets Fashion. And both those people play a huge part in Maya's career path, I guess, because they encourage her, and, you know, in any way that they can. And that's it really. So it just has gone from strength to strength. We started off last year with small, you know, not knowing what we were doing, to suddenly in the space of a year. I actually thought we were doing it for 2 years,
Wow.
but that it's only been a year, and Maya will now finish this year with a showcase in Manchester Fashion Week, as I said, and then she'll take part in Cradle Recycling, because obviously as a young girl, she doesn't have access to a lot of fabric, a lot of, you know, it's expensive. So she also does a lot of recycling, upcycling, and uses anything at all that she finds. And as I said, one of her very first designs was made from fabric that was 20 years old that her grandmother gave her.
Wow.
So yeah.
Interesting. Aside from using recycling materials to do some of your fashion, you know, like some little girls that like to play with dolls and all that, you know, some girls, you know, when you're still a little girl anyway, so I won't be too surprised if you did some of those things. Some little girls like to cut up old clothes and use it to dress up their dolls. Did you do any of those things?
I didn't, but I did play with dolls a lot.
So you definitely like dolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not now, but when I was younger.
So where do you sell your clothes?
We sell them online on a website called Mischievous Clothing.
That's interesting.
We have one on Etsy.com, and that's Mischievous Clothing. It's a brand because that's for vintage and recycling.
All right.
And then her
So it's a brand name.
well, it's a brand name, but really everything comes under House of Maya.
All right.
And House of Maya then are her new designs, etc. So there's a couple. There's I think, and also people come to us after shows and ask us to. We've had several commissions now just from being at the fashion shows themselves.
So Maya, do you own a sewing machine?
Yeah, we do a lot of the sewing together. My mom helps me with a lot of the sewing because I don't really know how to sew properly yet.
You have a machine though.
But we definitely have a machine, yeah.
Okay, did you give her one for her birthday?
No, actually, her grandmother bought her a machine. Maya has been, I suppose, because she has the two grandmothers from two different cultures.
All right.
So for some fabric, and especially African fabric, and that, it's so vibrant and so full of colour. And her auntie and grandmother would have supplied her with some of that. And then her other grandmother, my mum, who really, she's one of these women who keeps her clothes for 40
Forever.
years. Forever, and they still look good.
Yeah.
She's got a great sense of style herself. So she comes from two cultures, but with a great sense of style and colour vibrancy so her grandmother, actually her Irish grandmother, bought her the sewing machine to encourage her. Yeah.
In terms of your African grandmother, do you get to see her?
Not very much because she does live in Nigeria, so I haven't really saw her for a long time now. But when I'm up at my auntie's house and we talk on the phone.
Do you wear your own designs?
No.
Why not?
I do with shows, but I don't really wear them outside because they're more like catwalk.
Oh, they're more like catwalk.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them are couture.
So where else do you get your fabrics from?
Well, we get a lot of my fabric and we get them from shops and
we use everything.
Yeah.
We use everything wherever we find it. We've even been known to use shower curtain.
Really?
So
Yeah.
Maya has one design that it's going in a show for completely recycled fashion, and it's made from shower curtain
And then we have
and
another
bubble
one.
wrap.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you make something like that into clothes?
It's amazing.
It's like we just made the bubble wrap into like a petticoat, and then we put that
Underneath.
under.
It will make you look puffy, kind of winter jacket.
It's a dress. It's actually
dress.
A sort of evening dress, like
Yeah.
a catwalk dress.
I
But it
see.
has a bubble wrap of petticoat underneath, and then it flows to the back. And actually, when we took it out at the shows, everybody wanted to know, oh my God, what fabric is that? That's amazing. We love it, and it's been a huge hit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to make another one now for the same show, and that one will be made
Added
from
loofah.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, I've also been told that you have been given an award. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I've been nominated for an award in London, and it's the
It's the
Inspirational Women's Award. Yeah.
Okay.
She's been awarded it. She just has to go over and
Oh,
collect
really?
it.
Okay, when is that coming up?
That is coming
The 16th.
the 16th
of May.
of May.
Of May, so you're going over to receive your award.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That to ask you now to tell our listeners how they can contact the House of Maya.
For workshops, because you
Yeah.
run workshops as well.
Oh, you do
for
run
children.
workshops?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, okay. So I do workshops for children to help them design clothes and get some skills for that, and we teach them how to use the sewing machine and hand sew as well,
Mood boards.
and mood boards and just
Upcycling.
upcycling and all kind of designing.
Wow, you're such a busy girl, doing big things and going to big places. Now that you're also a mentor, you're not just a fashion designer, teaching other young girls as well how to do some of the sewing and the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
Those that are interested in doing things like that. Do you have any special word of advice for them?
Basically you just have to kind of keep going, and it's nice to have some support as well from your family and friends, and just keep
Going.
and work hard.
And work hard.
And use your imagination. Set your imagination free. Recently we met a young 16-year-old designer at one of the shows, and she had just started now, but she was quite blown away by Maya's designs, and the one thing where she's actually going to come to our show in July, so it'll be one of her, I think only just her second fashion show, but I've told her you know, you're welcome to come to the show, but I want to see you set your imagination free with your designs, because I think that's one of the things that Maya does.
So she has been inspired by Maya.
Well, we don't want to say that, but I mean, it's just basically that's what we say to people at the class.
She actually said she was expired.
Did she?
So yeah.
She must have been.
So you're setting the pace now for others to follow. I want to thank you because I think it is good to get something that you're actually doing, something that you love doing, especially from this age, so that you have a focus.
She walks dogs and minds dogs. It's her part-time job. Fosters animals, so she does that. That's just her part-time job. This is... She stays focused anyway. But as I said before, Maya wants to be a doctor
or a vet.
I'm Mr. Big Up Diversity Radio, representing for the people.
Or a vet.
Maya also wants to be a doctor. Maya works and fosters animals as well as running her own fashion line, The House of Maya. You are such an inspiration. I hope other young girls, and I would like you to keep it going. And you are going places. I think the sky is the limit for you. Also keep up with your studies and with your dream of wanting to become a doctor as well. So well done to you, Maya.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for coming to this show.
Talk about culture, music, comedy, education, business, work, lifestyle, kids, family, religion, and more. Diversity Radio is the place to be. For more, go to www.diversitytvireland.com.
You don't wonder why do people fall in love? It could be for the game or pleasure, I don't know. But when it comes to lust, yeah, that's for sure. When you and I can't do these things around, girl, now you're the one that makes me smile, and it's true. Now only you fit give this love a chance to rain. Baby, don't go, all because of people, nanya, because of people, nanya. Oh, yeah, munobi, not because of people, nanya, because of people, nanya. Oh, yeah, munobi, pick up.